It's a Thursday stream, everybody. We've got Thursday stream. Welcome to the Thursday stream. I think okay, so you know how people are always like, "Oh yeah, I think that Monday is the worst day of the week." You know what day I think is the worst day of the week? I think it's Wednesday. I hate Wednesdays. like and this could be because also we have chat open. I have chat open. So if you like type in chat, like here, I'll type something in chat because I don't have any viewers yet, but I'll type something in chat because I figured out how to get chat to show. I think. Come on. Yeah, it shows it. It shows it. All right. But we got chat to be able to show on stream. So I have that now. It didn't take too long. I am gonna move it though. Just gonna move it up. There we go. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I hate Wednesdays, right? And Thursday is my favorite day of the week. And I only say that because it's Wednesday's over. I hate Wednesdays. Not because of, like, I don't know. But, like, you know how schools have late start Wednesday? I don't know if this is, like, a thing that all American schools do. But late start Wednesdays absolutely suck, okay? Because, let me explain, alright? When you have late start Wednesday, I don't know what I'm saying. when you have late start Wednesday, so depending on the school district I found, because I've been in two different school districts, okay? One of them in Idaho. I won't be naming which one because I still have friends who are in that area. And I don't think it's that big. I don't know. But anyway, so one of them in Idaho, one of the school districts in Idaho, it's a 15-minute, like, late start. And so, first of all, what are you even thinking? Because 15 minutes, do you know how difficult it is for someone, and by someone I mean me, for me to, like, figure out what is, how, because I had to catch the bus, and, it was, like, I had trouble trying to figure out, what time the bus stop would get there. It doesn't matter because the bus was always late anyway. But still, like, I'd prefer to have some. Oh yeah, I haven't. Oh, I spelt that wrong. How did I? We're gonna ignore that. So, late start Wednesdays. What was I talking about? Late start Wednesdays. So, like the 15 minutes that it took, it was so annoying to me because in that 15 I had to add 15 to, like, whatever time I had to go to the bus stop, but then I had to sit out there for, like, an extra 30 minutes because our bus driver, we didn't have a morning bus driver because the rest of the kids on the bus kept like scaring them off. And, like, come on. Why would you do that? And I'm lagging, probably because of how many cows are right there, and because I have crappy Wi-Fi, because I'm not gonna swear, because I don't think that swearing is that good, I guess. I don't know, I just don't swear. I have little siblings. If my little siblings weren't there, don't tell my mom this, I would swear. Yesterday I was in the kitchen with my mom because we were cooking dinner together because apparently that's something that we have to do whenever my dad's not in the house. She's been doing it with all of us. But anyway, I got to listen to music. And so I put music on, and my mom was in the kitchen with me. And I'm like singing along the lyrics because I like the song, so I know the lyrics. And my mom's like, "Did you she was like, oh my gosh, like, did you just do that? I skipped it because, see, the thing with knowing the lyrics is that when you know the lyrics to a song, you can skip over it. Why is this so loud? I don't think I have that many cows. Anyway, so I was thinking, so we have a couple things that we're gonna do. I'm just gonna stream until I get bored, and I think that's a good idea, because I don't get bored very easily. You know, like 15 minutes ago, like 15 minutes before stream started, I was eating cereal. My favorite cereal, and don't judge me for this, but my favorite cereal is Cheerios. Like not the Honey Nut Cheerios, like just like the plain Cheerios. Because my dad, whenever I said like the original Cheerios, he's like, but the Honey Nut Cheerios are the original ones. Like, I don't care. I mean, like the ones that don't have a flavor, the plain ones. My dad judges me for it. Like, okay, what are your favorites? Like the blueberry wheatfuls or whatever they're called, because we get off-brand we get off-brand cereals. We get the organic cereals. We get the Mom's Best cereals, I think. I probably shouldn't say the brand. Oh well, I did. There's no one here to call me out on it, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, I was thinking, I was like, you know how a lot of people, when they're streaming, or like when they make YouTube videos, they always have like these really interesting stories about their life. I don't have any interesting stories about my life, and that could just be because I'm 14 and I have not experienced life enough to have any of these interesting stories. But like sometimes I think about the stories that my mom tells me and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna have to live something similar to that. I mean, like, not entirely similar because she didn't have a very good childhood. I'm supposed to be counting while I'm doing this. I forgot to count. How far down are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, we were right on the 4. Okay. So we're going down 4s, and I think right now what we're doing, I say I think because I'm never entirely sure about anything. But right now, what I'm pretty sure I was going for is, like, we're just expanding this. I'm pretty sure. We are expanding. We're expanding this cave, strip mine, whatever you call it, because I'm bored, I think, and because I don't really have anything else to do. And then later, like, if I get bored of this, we're gonna go exploring. We're gonna go, like, try and find, not a cave, a village, so we can get loot from the village, find villagers, I feel like that's important, and then also, what else do you do? Cats. We're gonna tame cats, that's what you can do at the village. Yay, my brain is working a little bit better than normal. I'm gonna try and continuously talk. This might be a little bit difficult for me because, see, normally when I'm playing video games, I'm thinking things in my head and I'm like, oh wow, if I were streaming I could say them out loud. But like, come to think of it, I don't think a lot when playing Minecraft. I'm playing the game, and my brain is somewhere else. It's not over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. My train of thought. I have the attention span of. Do bacteria have attention spans? I don't know. I don't have a good attention span, And so that leads to some, like, questionable things that come out of my mouth, I think. No. Did I, like, miss another thing here? What happened? No, because that's there. That's 2. Yeah, that's 2. I have no clue what I'm rambling on about. But anyway, so this is Minecraft rambling in silence, and I call it that because when I was thinking of like what I could, because when I was figuring out the schedule, I decided on every Thursday because Thursdays are my favorite day of the week, as we were talking about earlier, if you were paying attention. I don't know. Sometimes I don't pay attention. That's a lot of the time, actually. What was I saying? Yeah. So, Thursday. I chose Thursday because, like, it's like, it's one of the days of the week where, like, you know, you're not gonna be doing anything on a Thursday night. And so I'm thinking about, like, events because I don't have my own life yet. I'm still partially I still have to do everything that my parents tell me to do. They tell me, oh, hey, we're going out to eat dinner. I can't say, like, oh, no, I can't. I have a stream today when it's a Friday night because they're like, come on, it's a Friday night. Just go. Like, I feel like for some people, they're like, oh, yeah. I feel like the best days to stream are, like, on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. But, like, those days, I feel like for me, those are the days that are, like, most likely, hey, we're going somewhere, put your shoes on, grab your phone or whatever you're going to be doing there because you don't talk to people, and get in the car. I mean, like, in a nicer tone, because I think that I said that in, like, a way that seems, like, not nice, but, like, they say it nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Let me recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do? Okay. Anyway, so I have no clue what I'm rambling on about right now. So, schedules. Yeah. So I was thinking, because the last Minecraft stream that I had done, the same day that I had set it up, I was, like, rambling, and then there were other points in the stream where I wasn't talking, like, at all, and that's because, like, my brain couldn't think of anything to talk about. But, like, I feel like, and this is, like, what I'm thinking, right? Which is a lot of stuff, a lot of the time, because I think about a lot of stuff. But anyway, so, what I was thinking was, oh, yeah, so, I say yeah a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna try and stop saying yeah. I'm gonna try and stop. So when I was setting it up, I was like, oh yeah, and gosh darn it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna keep the oh yeah in. Oh yeah, when I was streaming last, like 10 minutes ago, I kept rambling on about things, but then I would also be really quiet. So why don't we put, like, the stream schedule thing labeled as Minecraft ramblings in silence? Because that's essentially what happens. Like, I play Minecraft, I ramble, and then it's silent for most of the time. 1, 2. That reminds me of that one TikTok sound. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm gonna get copyrighted for things if I say them or, like, describe them. So I'm just not going to. Where's this at? 1, 2, 3. So then this one would be 4. I mean, the good news is, while we're doing this, we are getting a lot of stuff here, right? I feel like that's good. Something that we will need, I'd say, would be, like, what is it called? A furnace. Like, a furnace or something down here. What did I just throw? We have to go all the way down, and unfortunately, I go mining a lot. Like, I have, like, 3 streams out of 4. How many Minecraft streams have I done? Let me check YouTube. Let me just check YouTube real quick. Open YouTube. Let me see my channel. How are you satisfied with your channel page? The middle. Oh, my video got 74 views. And four of those 74 people liked it. That's cool. I think that's good. Let me continue looking here cuz I don't actually know. It says that there's only one that's posted to YouTube. That's not true. Did I set it for the wrong date? I might have set it for the wrong date. Oh, that broke. So, yeah. I don't really know what to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that happens in my mind, but like, you know, when the stuff that's happening in your mind is like too complicated to put into words because it's like not functioning. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna talk about my childhood. So anyway, back in kindergarten, I've always been like the kind of shy kid in kindergarten, I think. I don't know what you could describe me as, but not very social. More like stand off to the side, play How to Train Your Dragon by myself on the playground. Like Spider-Man. You know, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of kid that I was. I remember when I was like 3, I had a Spider-Man themed birthday party, and that was really cool. And I remember that I had a balloon. I don't know if it was the first balloon I've ever had, but it's like the first balloon that I remembered. My dad, he took me over to the balcony because it was like a big building. And so on the balcony, he was like, "Oh yeah, watch this." And then he, like, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, because it was a helium balloon. And then he just let the balloon go, and then like he just let it float off, and I was sad. It made me really sad because I was like, "Oh no. Oh yeah, this seems like a good idea." And then the Spider-Man balloon flew away. I have a strange memory, I think, because that's one of the things that I remember. Apparently, one of the stories that my parents always tell me is that, like, at some point when, like, I can't remember, like, I don't know how old I was. I also don't remember if it was at, like, the first, like, the house that I remember the most of that we stayed in, or if it was another house that we stayed in, like, with my grandparents or something. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3 between them. But, like, I remember... Okay, so first, let me get this started. I've lived in a lot of houses. A lot of houses. How many do I remember? I need to count on my hands. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna count on my hands. Mercer Island. Don't say the places out loud. One with my Nana, one with my Hamma, Papa, one with my grandma, Grandpa. This is out of order. No, that was the other one. That was the apartment. And then I know that there's more. Those are just the 4 houses that I remember. Like I have like some memories of. And then where else? And then we moved to Idaho, like, some point after the apartment, which was, like, the first one that I named, the one that's in Mercer Island. We moved to Idaho. So, and then we have what I call the White House because it was a house that was white. And then we moved again to the greenhouse, still in Idaho, by the way. And then we moved to the house that we're in now, which is the blue house because it's blue. Very original with names here, as you can tell. Okay, I don't have my sound on, so I didn't hear that, but I saw the caption. Is that just like the cave sound, or are they just called eerie noises now? Oh. So, my friends have been trying to convince me that I'm dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic, okay? I'm just really, really bad at spelling and can misread things sometimes because my eyes don't focus on them for too long. So I have ADHD, right? So, when I'm doing stuff, my brain, it likes to freak out sometimes. So, like, that's why when I'm streaming, my thoughts are, like, really weird and jumbled together. Wait, what was I doing? I was telling a story. Oh, yeah, so when I was in kindergarten, I wasn't a very social kid. My mom practically forced me to get friends. Like, that is what she did. So I was like, fine, Mom, I'll try and make friends, even though it's, like, the second week of kindergarten. Just let me have some time to, like, open up to my situation. So anyway, I was forced to make friends. And so I was like, alright, yeah, fine. My dad, he plays Frisbee with me sometimes. And so I went over to go play with some kids during recess who were playing with the Frisbee. And I was like, sweet, these guys are playing Frisbee. I love Frisbee. These are gonna be my new friends. Before I get started on anything, this school, like, if anyone asks how the schools were in Idaho, I've never been to high school, but you know, like, the way that, the media portrays high school, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but, like, drama-filled, like, major drama, that's essentially what our school was, and it was only an elementary school. Kindergarten, elementary school. Right off the bat, we got people questioning whether or not people have died, like, in the house. I'll get into that in a moment. But anyway, so as I was saying, I was like, oh yeah, sweet. I'm gonna play Frisbee with these guys. They love Frisbee, probably because they're playing Frisbee. I like Frisbee to a certain point because when we were there, I liked Frisbee enough to the point where when they weren't throwing it properly, it made me angry. So while they were busy throwing it, like, sideways almost, it seemed, I tried to, like, show them, and then they weren't listening, and then I went to go tell, like, the lady, like, they're not listening to me when I'm talking to them. They're, like, completely ignoring me when I'm trying to help them, like, learn how to throw the Frisbee properly. Dude, I think that the duty, or, like, whatever they're called, because I've always known them as duties, like, she took the Frisbee away. She's like, I'm not dealing with this today. Sorry, kid, or, like, whatever, because I don't remember the actual words that she said. I just remember her taking the Frisbee away, and then, like, all of the kids were like, wow, great going. Why would you do that? Like, because you guys weren't listening. If you were listening, then maybe I wouldn't have. Anyway, then I cried, and then I went to go sit down, and then I went to go sit down. I went out to, like, the far middle part of the field because there was, like, a really big field. And so I was like, alright, I'm not doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was just sitting there crying, and then someone came up and was like, "Hey, are you all right? You're crying. Do you want to hang out with us?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm still friends. I'm still friends with her to this day, which I think is really cool. Yeah. I would be friends with the other ones if I had their phone numbers, but like, I lost my old phone, and so now I don't have their phone numbers because we didn't talk very often. We don't text very often, so that sucks. I lost the phone that had their phone numbers, so how did I get her number back but lose the other? I don't even know. But yeah, that happened. So yeah, and we were friends like the rest of the group. We got slightly separated. I'm saying slightly separated because we've had like small reunions with one another because like birthday parties and such. At least when I still lived in Idaho. I don't live in Idaho anymore. But yeah. So anyway, what was I talking about? Yes. So we called ourselves the friendship group, I think. I don't actually remember. It was the friendship something. And we had the friendship tree. I remember the friendship tree. It was this really big oak tree that was like, there were two big oak trees. Alright? Only one of them was the friendship tree. The other one actually got cut down 2 years later, I think, in like second grade, first grade maybe. Anyway, it's still kindergarten. Things are going smoothly. The friendship group is growing. We got 4 people. Potentially, we'll call them B and S. Not for BS, but because just because. So anyway, B. Okay, so I heard that. So the 4 groups, we'll call them. So there were 2 people who'd known each other since like they were born. One of them is the friend who I'm still friends with right now. You know what? Maybe I'll text them. 14%. Gosh darn it! Where's the phone charger? I'm not letting my phone die right now. Hold on. Alright, so anyway. So, like, so, two of them, we'll call the other one M. M and B argued whether or not violet and purple were the same color in 5th grade. Like, it was either in 5th or 6th, but I'm pretty sure it was in 5th. Because I'm pretty sure that's when my other friend told me about it. And I was like, what? Because, like, oh my gosh. Who... You cannot tell me that an actual 5th grader argued. Also, M, one time, so this was in 1st grade, alright? I don't know what happened. It was, I do know what happened. It was before school, and I was doing something. What I was doing, I have no clue. So I was doing something outside of my classroom. And the dude, she came up to me, and like we sparked up a conversation, and then all of a sudden, it got down to how we spell my name, and I have a fairly common name. So like it's like there are multiple pronunciations of spellings of it. So I was arguing. She argued with me over how I spelt my name. Like, what? Anyway, we made up like I don't like not even a day later. I think we like made up at lunch or something. I think I might have told a teacher on her though. I was not one of those kids who like told the teacher over everything, but like I told the teacher when I thought it was right. Oh my gosh, I just remembered something. So, you know how like there are those kids that like only the really bad kids get sent to the principal's office? Well, I got sent to the principal's office one time. What I was doing, you want to know what I was doing? So, in second grade, so most of the kids in second grade, all of the kids actually, all the kids in second grade, our assignment was like learning about animals. Like, oh yeah, you guys, we're gonna be learning about animals. You're gonna be making like dioramas or whatever they're called about the animals that you're researching. I got a dolphin. But anyway, so like I was in class because like if you were waiting to make your clay animal, you had to wait in class and do your homework if you had unfinished work. And me in second grade, like just diagnosed with ADHD, was like I have so much homework. I don't even know if I was diagnosed then, cause I think that I got diagnosed in first grade. I don't know. But anyway, so I was. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so I was doing my work. One of my friends, like two of my friends were in there, and I had this one shirt that like has like two slits on the sides, like not like all the way out, but like let me like about 2 inches, I'd say. Let me check on this ruler. Yeah, like about 2 inches up on the from the bottom of my shirt. And I lifted the top up like just like above my belly button. Some kid walked in. I have like a lot of stories about this kid because he was also one of my friends. Oh my gosh, he walked in. I don't know what it looked like because to me, I was just like playfully lifting my shirt up like just above my belly button. He walked in as my shirt was as I was putting my shirt back down, and I think that he thought that I flashed them because he then was like, oh, and then like he went out and he told the teacher, and then the teacher came in and was like, Strunkly, you're going to the principal's office. What? I had no clue what was going on. I was in second grade. I was like one of the better students, not grade wise. But I was like I always followed the rules. I just had a lot of missing work. And unfinished work. So I was like, wait, why? And she's like, just go to the office. Like, don't question me. Like, I'm sorry. I love that teacher. But like, what? I never did anything. She was like, I was confused. She wouldn't let me fight for my case. She was just like, you're going to the principal's office. So I went to the principal's office because, like, you know, don't argue with your teacher. Like, are you that stupid? So I didn't argue with her. I just went to the principal's office. Principal was like, she like sat me down and like she was like, so do you know why you're in here? No. Do you remember that one thing that the counselor showed you about like private areas last year? What? Cause I had no clue why I was being sent to the principal's office, and then all of a sudden I'm getting like bombarded with these questions about last year. Like, no, like I was really confused. And she was like, well, we have to make sure that we don't show those. I think that I said yes, I do remember, even though I didn't. Because like I don't know. She was like, well, you have to make sure that you don't show those areas to anyone. And I was like, okay. I I was so confused as to why I was being told this. And then like since it was the end of the school day, I she walked me. She escorted me. Escorted? That's the word, I think. She escorted me out to my car and like talked to my mom. And my mom was like, "Why are we in the principal's office?" And I was like, "I have no clue." Like my mom, she believed me, thankfully, because I did not want to get punished for doing something stupid that I didn't do. Because like let me tell you, I learned my lesson not to show people private parts because when I was in preschool, I don't remember what was, but like my dad and I don't actually know. I don't remember the story actually. Like I remember snippets of it. Like I just remember that I was essentially, to sum the story up, I was showing the other kids my butt. And then I got in trouble for it. So then I didn't do it again. It's so embarrassing to say out loud. But yeah, it was preschool me. You can't blame any stupid stuff on a preschooler. Like it's a preschooler. What is going on with this tree? I don't think this is a normal tree generation. Well, we're gonna make this into a tree house, I think, because it looks weird. Yeah, anyway, so back to the kid. So, you know how most people... Okay, hold on. Another preschool story really quick. You know how most people, they get their first boyfriend in, like, middle school? I had my first boyfriend in preschool. And if you don't get context, that sounds like, oh my gosh, were you, like, groomed or something? No. He was, like, only a year older than me, I think. I don't know. We were in the same class together. And it was like, oh yeah, this kid, we'll call him C. C was one of my friends. Okay, there's another girl. I don't remember her name. We'll call her I. So I and C were like my two friends at this preschool. Okay. And so I would like hang out with them a lot because I would see them every day, like every weekday, because my dad would take me there when he went to college. So at the preschool. Yes, I'm live. Get out. Okay. Babel, you didn't close my door all the way. I don't think she's gonna fix that. That sucks. That tree's also weird. I don't know. I'm not used to this tree generation. Anyway, so yeah, I remember, like, I don't remember how it happened. I just remember we used to play Batman outside. I really liked rocks, and I got in trouble for touching the electrical wire. Like, you know, the what is it? What are they? Like, you know, like the power lines, the telephone lines or whatever they are. I got in trouble for touching the yellow part of it because according to my preschool teacher, you could get shocked from it. And you could get electrocuted by it. And I remember being like, is this lady dumb? The yellow is rubber. It won't shock me. But like, you don't argue with your teacher, and even preschool me knew that. So I was like, okay. But then I would do it in secret. So, and I didn't do it often. And the reason that I said that I liked rocks was because I remember distinctly I would take my shirt and I would like make a pouch out of it, and I would like a little kangaroo pouch, and I would put rocks in there, and then I would take them over underneath the power line because I have no clue what my friggin' obsession with this power line was. But anyway, I would hide my rocks under it. They were never found. I mean, they were at one point, I think. But like, yeah. And then I'm just gonna keep doing this because I don't know. Oh wait, no, we want this tree here, don't we? Let's not cut it down. We like this tree. We decided to keep this tree. I decided. You guys will also get a decision at some point. Yeah, so anyway, I remember like 2 things about him. One, actually more like appearance-wise, but I'm not gonna describe the kid. One thing I remember, sometime in like, it might have been a power outage, or no, there was a power outage at one point, and we weren't allowed to go outside. I don't know what the circumstances for that were, like I don't know the reasoning behind that. I just remember it happening. I was like one of those kids that was like, okay, whenever we got told to do something, as seen by a lot of things. So I just went, and I stayed inside. Sorry, I'm like multitasking. I'm paying attention to this and like to the game, and I'm talking. It's a little bit difficult for me. Where is this one? I need to kill those cows. They're making lag. So, I remember at one point, I got pulled to the side, to like in the corner, and then he kissed me on the cheek, and then we promised to marry each other when we were older. And then like at the end of that, he got pulled out of school because he didn't get pulled out of school. He switched classes to the kindergarten class because he was like a little bit older than me. So then we never saw each other again. But like before he left, he was like, "Remember that promise that we made?" Safe to say, I still remember it. I still remember his name. I don't know his last name. So like, I don't know how I'll get in contact with him. But like, if he somehow sees a clip through Twitch, and he also remembers it, hi. I don't promise to marry you anymore, but if you wanna like talk and get to know each other again, I'd be fine with that. I'm not gonna just promise to marry you still. Anyway. I have more preschool stories if you guys want to hear them. And I'm gonna tell them because I'm not bored yet, and I've gone a whole 43 minutes talking. So we're not really living up to the silence part of this, but like, you know, who cares that much about silence? So I remember I from earlier when I said like I had 2 friends from preschool, I and C. Well, this is about I. She was like a really good friend. And I remember she was the first friend that I made, I believe, in this preschool. And so, like, yeah, it was recess. And there were like 2 places that we would go. We would go in the place that had like a lot of shade and a tree that was overtaken by daddy longlegs. Alright? And I remember I was like, I'm gonna stay out of there, even though I knew, because like I knew that they were poisonous. But like, and people would tell me like, oh yeah, but they can't bite you. And I was like, okay, I don't care. They still have venom inside of them. Like, what kind of logic is that, young me? A safe one. I mean, I don't really, I can't really argue with that. But anyway, I really liked other bugs though, like other than wasps and bees. I still don't like wasps and bees though. So I guess some things never change. Although I do like spiders and snakes. Although I've said multiple times that snakes are one of my favorite animals, along with bats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I remember we were outside and I couldn't do the monkey bars yet because what 4-year-old knows how to do the monkey bars? Like, actually, if you can do the monkey bars at 4 years old, you're not a real 4-year-old. You're automatically 5. Anyway, I remember we were there and I was like, oh, sweet. We're like, because we were finally allowed to go to the big kid area. Because there's the big kid area and then the 2 preschool areas. The preschool area that was, like, essentially just, like, a patio. Oh, diamonds. Lots of diamonds. I don't have an iron pick on me, though, so that sucks. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, so we were out in the big kid area, and we were by the swing set. And there's this one kindergartner who, like, I don't remember her name at all. I just remember she had black hair. And I don't care about her because she was mean. Like, oh my gosh. So I was hanging out with and we were, like, as I said, we were on the monkey bars, and, like, they were over on the play equipment. I was over on the ladder that you used to climb across the monkey bars, although I couldn't climb across the monkey bars, so I was just kind of hanging on the ladder, like, talking with them. And dude, the girl, we'll call her no, not M. Actually, yeah, we'll call her M for now because I can't really think of anything else to do. So this M, she tried to steal my friend from me. Like, I don't know what prompted her to do so, but, like, I was just kind of, like, chilling and talking with them, and then she was, like, trying to, like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she had said something like, hey, do you want to leave her behind and, like, go hang out with me instead? And, like, I don't think that she realized that it was, like, mean. I mean, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because, like, she was like, oh, yeah, sure, in, like, a really sweet tone. And, like, I knew that she would never intentionally do something. I hope she wouldn't, at least. Especially ditch me for a 6-year-old. Because a mean 6-year-old at that. Like, who does she think she is? You can't just ditch your friends to go hang out with a mean 6-year-old. Anyway, our classes would, like, merge together sometimes. Like, we would go into the kindergarten class and, like, we would learn about what they were learning about a little bit. And currently what they were learning about is plants and stuff. And so I was like, oh, sweet, this is cool. I like them. And then it was time to partner up with people. And, dude, I don't even remember everything. I just remember that this girl was, like, super mean to me, like, intentionally. And it was only me. She was, like, nice to everyone except for me. Like, I don't know what I did to her. Like, sorry that I was friends with someone who you were also friends with. Jeez, I don't know what... And, like, I didn't know what to do because I'm, like, 4 years old, and this girl is essentially bullying me and trying to steal my friend. I also remember one of the girls in my class had diabetes. Type 1. Type 1 diabetes. I never questioned her for it. I just remember that, like, she had to check her blood sugar every so often. She was cool. You know, when I was in kindergarten, there was this one girl who always had a broken leg. And like, I swear she had a broken leg 3 separate times in the span of from kindergarten to 3rd grade. Because 3rd grade was the last year that I was at that school. I spent 4th and 5th with one of my friends at a different school because I got put into I'm gonna call them advanced classes, even though they were not advanced. They were mean. What time is it? It's 7:50. Oh my gosh, we've been live for 50 minutes. That's crazy. I can't believe that. So, anyway, back to elementary school. So there was all sorts of drama, alright? But all of the drama really started happening in 1st grade. So, it was 1st grade, you know? You know what we were doing? We were chilling. We were finally allowed to go into the area on the other side of the field because it was like a big field, right? Kindergartners weren't allowed to go on the right side of the field. They could only stay on the left side. But 1st graders, they had the ability to go on the left side and the right side. They were allowed to go on the full field. And so I was like, sweet, we finally get to do something that we weren't allowed to do, even though, oh wait, hold on. Back to kindergarten, actually. Hold on, let's rewind a little bit. So somewhere along the lines, rumor got started that the house that was next to the school, it looked abandoned, okay? It looked abandoned. It was not abandoned. There were people living there still. But it was rumored that the house there was, in fact, haunted or something like that. Because back in kindergarten, so 2 of the friends, M and E, we'll call her E. M, not the mean one from preschool, the other M. M and E, they were pretty tall and could pass as 1st graders. Me and this other girl, we'll call her A. Me and A, we were pretty short, and so anyway, so M and E were talking, like, so it was the four of us. We were on the playground equipment up by the slide, and they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go check out the haunted house. I don't think that's a very good idea. We're gonna do it anyway. You guys, Scrunkly, you might be able to be able to fit in. You're like average height, because I was average height. A, so I don't think you can go. And like A was already like crying and stuff. Like A did not want to go at all. Because, and like A, I respect you for that. Like I probably would have cried too. Honestly. Because at some point, I think that I did cry. Like, I don't remember at what point I did cry, but at some point at that school, I had cried in front of all of them because, like, we were good friends. We wouldn't be mean to someone because they cried. That's mean. We all knew that was mean. So we were like, we were doing whatever it is that you do while waiting for your friends to get back from a potentially haunted space. And then eventually they did come back. But anyway, that's that story. What I was gonna say, the other thing. So, let's take a trip back to 2015. I think it was 2015. It was 2015 or 2016. 1st grade. We were finally allowed to go over there. You want to know who was not? Like, woohoo, we get to go over here, finally, this is amazing, this is like the best day of our lives, we finally, it was A. She was still, like, a little spooked of the house. And now, here's where stuff really gets crazy. So, you know how like haunted and stuff. Well, now that we were over there, we got access to the bench. And the bench is essentially a bench that had a bunch of people's names written on it, along with a tire swing that was on a tree, which, in that tree, right next to the bench. And so, obviously, it's not a memorial to people, it's a grave! It's a grave, and there are 3 children buried under there. That is what everyone thought. And we all thought that what had happened was the previous owner of the house, he murdered them on school grounds with a gun. Can I say that on Twitch? I don't know. He unalived them. Is what we all thought. We were all in agreement that there was like that happened. That was what had happened, and like there was no convincing us otherwise. We all agreed that these people had been, in fact, been unalived by this dude who is probably dead now. And like we were afraid of that house for a long time. Like everyone was. I just remember like going over there for the first time and like looking at the house. Like we weren't allowed to go super close to the house, but like the duties, they didn't ever go over there because I think they were too busy paying attention to kindergartners or something, because they're like, it's their first time at schools, we gotta give them some grace or like whatever. Yeah, so that's what happened. So everyone was just accepting over this fact. Like they didn't question it. There was no questioning of it at all. We all just like agreed. Yep, that's what happened. Everyone's gone. Not everyone. These 3 people are gone, and so everyone just agreed. Like, oh yeah, they got buried under the school. I don't think that everyone agreed. I think that everyone just believed whoever came up with that the first time. So yeah, that happened. That was and pretty much everything that happened revolved around that instance. Back to 3rd grade. Remember when I said that kid who told the teacher on me was important? And remember how it was right before the story of how I had my first boyfriend in preschool? Well, now it's the story of my 2nd boyfriend. So I met him actually in first grade, because in kindergarten, all the kindergartners, we pretty much hung out with just ourselves, because because I was, okay, so first let me clarify. I was in full day daycare, but there was another half day daycare. And so for the full day daycares, we had 2 teachers which turned into just one because the other one got pregnant and then went on maternity leave. Don't jump at me. So we've been friends since for like 2, 3, pretty much 3 years, because it was like February, January-ish when it happened, when it started. So I don't remember. Okay, I do remember, actually. It just came to me. So I was out with my friend S. Thanks, Cat, for opening your door super wide. I don't have a doorknob, so they just like push the door open whenever they feel like it. Anyway, so it was recess, lunch recess, I believe. And I went to go hang out with one of my friends. You know, like a normal person does. So I met up with one of my friends so S and C, that's what we'll call him. S was my friend. C was you know who C was already, I think I clarified that. C? So I approached S and was like, hey, how are you? She's like, good, good. C has something to tell you. What? C has something to tell you. Oh, okay. And then like he whispered something to her and she was like, fine. C has a crush on you. Whoa. I was not expecting this like at all, and I was like, okay. And then I started walking away, and I went over to the tree where like there was like a piece where like you would peel the bark off, because who wouldn't peel the bark off of a tree? It's so entertaining to do. And so I was like doing that, and she was like, you have to give him an answer, you can't just walk away. And I was like, so because like apparently two people having a crush on each other and like telling each other that you had a crush on them meant that you were dating. I told him that I also had a crush on him, because like honestly I wasn't sure, and like in that moment that was when I was like figuring out how I was feeling in that moment, and I was like, I might like him too. Oh my gosh, I think I have a crush on him. And so then we started quote unquote dating. Valentine's Day rolls around, you know, two third graders dating each other. Like we got each other like, because in the announcements they were like, oh yeah, you have to get everyone the same thing. You can't have gifts for certain people. You cannot give out gifts for certain people on school grounds. You have to wait until school ends, or like something like that. Because Lord help me if one of my friends got me something and then didn't get another person, and then they threw a tantrum. Like, calm down, we're third graders, we're mature third graders. So anyway, end of school rolls around. Were we in the same class? No, we weren't in the same third grade class. So I was walking out to parent pickup. He was also walking out to parent pickup, or the buses or something. Oh, wait, no, it was third grade. I wrote the bus. So I was going out to the buses, and he was going out to parent pickup or the bus. I don't remember where he went, but I think it might have been the bus, because we were headed the same direction. So he got me this. You know what? We're gonna go exploring really quick. Hold on. He got me. It was this rose. It was this chocolate rose and Hershey's Kisses. And I remember telling my mom, we have to go out and get him something for Valentine's Day, because I agreed to be his Valentine. And when I got him, because my mom said no to the Hershey's Kisses, because that's what I was gonna get him. So what we settled on were chocolate soccer balls instead, which were by Hershey's. So like it didn't even matter. It's essentially the same chocolate. And I think I got him something else too, but I can't remember what it was. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So we got him it. And so S rode the bus with me, and so like she would always want to hear all of the details about like everything. I feel she was amazing, man. I miss her. I used to have her phone number too, and Roblox account, and then I lost the accounts because I forgot the password. Because my passwords are important, people, so you don't lose your third grade friends. Think that you ditched them by never joining Roblox for 4 years. Because she reached out to me in like 3rd grade. Not 3rd grade. 6th grade. Anyway, I think that my quote-unquote dating experiences that happened are part of the reason why like I find dating in middle school weird. Wait, map. Because dating in like elementary, preschool. It's like, oh yeah, it's sweet and all, but like, I don't know, because I just find dating in middle school a little weird. Like, sure, I'm not opposed to the idea or anything, but I find it a little weird. So, I've had, now we're gonna talk about my ex-girlfriend. And so, like, the other ones, I don't really want to call them my ex-boyfriends, the other two, because we weren't, like, we were how old, like, it just, like, it's not really dating. Although I will say that, because, like, also we were so little. So maybe, but, like, it's not what, like, I knew them as. Oh, whoa. I think I already got the loot out of this. I think I already found it. Or maybe I didn't. Why is there so much fire? It's like a meteor struck here or something. Oh no, I haven't been here. Curse of Vanishing. Ice Bucket Challenge. Crap, it's turning nighttime. Yeah, so last year, I want to say March, I just know that it's like, it's been more than a year now, since I've dated anyone. So I've dated 3 people. Once first grade, not first, once preschool, once 3rd grade, once last year, 7th grade. So 7th grade, these new people join our class, like our school, and my neighborhood. Because, woohoo, I'm the lucky person who has to share some houses. Right? Wrong. So, anyway, this one kid, we'll call him A. Cause I don't know what his preferred name is right now. But according to my friend, it changes like so often that like you can't even know what it is right now. But when I knew him, it was A. I still occasionally talk to him through Snapchat and stuff, but like, I don't go on Snapchat very often. I don't think so. Yeah. So anyway, let's go on to the family dynamic, shall we? So, he lived with his dad, his aunt, his other aunt, who's the same age as him, his uncle, who was a year younger than him, and his other aunt, who was in 4th grade at the time, so 5th grade now, going 6th. So that would be like 3 years younger. And his grandparents. So, I keep thinking about what am I thinking about? I don't know. So anyway, he believed that I was his best friend. And like I cannot be like, I don't want to be mean to anyone. So I was agreeing to, like, I was like hanging out with him like every single day after school because he wanted to come over to my house, watch shows, hang out with me and stuff. But it was so socially draining because I'm an introvert. He was an extrovert. Although, like, the kind of extrovert that needs social interaction 24/7. And I don't know if that's an actual thing. But oh my gosh, help. Because it got to the point where we can ask one of my friends, who I still have the phone number of, because it got to the point where I just like wouldn't leave the house anymore in fear of like either seeing him, and then like he started talking to me for like hours and hours on end, and like because I was tired, because I didn't have any social battery left, because I didn't have anything left to do, or not left to do, because I didn't have any alone time really. So like my friend would get annoyed, like, because I wasn't hanging out. Like at some points I would tell my mom, like, Mom, tell her I'm not here. Or like I would say, like, oh yeah, if it's A, tell him I'm not here. But then sometimes I would still be willing to go out, but only if it was my other friend. Because listen, I don't want to be seen as like a fake friend or anything, but like I gotta have some breaks sometimes, you know? Like I cannot just be with someone 24/7, because it's socially draining, as I've said. But anyway, so he was a little bit like, I don't want to say obsessive over me, but like he was a little bit obsessive over me. Because, and like, listen, we don't only known each other for less than a month, and I was already his best friend. So it was like, it felt kind of like it was like pushing the relationship forward a little bit too quickly for my liking. But I was like, okay, yeah, sweet. We're nothing more than friends. So that he just sees me as like a good friend. That's what I thought it was, because he called everyone his best friend. Like pretty much everyone who was like just his friend was his best friend or something. So I was like, okay, I started dating his aunt, the one that was the same age as us. And it was like a 4 days, I want to say. Like it was less than a week. It was less than a week. I got a text in the morning on Snapchat, because they didn't have actual phones, and it said, hey, I can't date you anymore, but we can still be friends. Like, okay, it's a little annoying, considering that I'm gonna be seeing you at the bus stop in less than an hour. You also, I had gotten that at like 2 a.m. I wasn't awake at 2 a.m. because I had a somewhat normal sleep schedule. And then also, like, the entire time that I was in the relationship, so to my face, A would tell me, oh yeah, I think that you and her are so cute together. Oh my gosh. For the sake of this, we'll call my ex-girlfriend E. Oh my gosh, you and E are so cute together. And like, so E, she gets herself into like some relationship troubles. So I trust you won't hurt her. I was like, okay, that's good to know that I have your trust to not hurt your aunt. And like they called each other cousins, because they were closer in age to cousins than aunt and uncle, which like that makes sense. And I remember, I what was I doing? Yeah. Um so the day that we started dating, I was invited to a sleepover. A birthday, like a birthday sleepover. So it was someone's birthday, and I was invited over for a sleepover to celebrate. And And so at the sleepover, that is when E confessed to having, like, dude, so before that, I had, like, no clue whether or not I even actually had a crush. And then Truth or Dare happened. I chose Truth, and I was asked, do you have a crush on anyone? And I said, oh, yeah, it's, like, a small crush. No one asked who. Dude, she was so forward, like, in the relationship. She was like, oh, yeah, I have a crush, and she's in the room. It was me. I was the crush. Also, she had a boyfriend at the time, and she told me, oh, yeah, I'm poly, and my current boyfriend, he knows, and he's okay with me dating other people. But just in case, I'm going to text him to make sure that he's okay with it. And I was like, okay, because, dumbly enough, I kind of fell for that trap. And I say trap because she didn't text him. She didn't ask if it was okay if she dated me. She just said, oh, he said it was okay. And so I was like, okay, cool. And so then we started dating. I remember at one point she was like, oh, yeah, if my mom comes over and she asks if we're dating, we're not. Like, I knew her parents. I knew her brother and her older brother and older sister because, like, I'd been over to their house, like, a million times already. And so I was like, if your mom were to come over and ask if we were dating, I'd automatically be a little suspicious and probably lie for you because, like, you know, if someone who you know is openly homophobic and transphobic comes over and asks if you're dating your girlfriend, you're gonna be like, no. What made you get that idea? So anyway, she never did, actually. I remember that me and her, like, after one of my friend's actual birthday parties, we walked one of them home, and then, like, when she got back, she got yelled at for being gone for so long. It was only, like, a 20-minute walk. But, like, she got yelled at for leaving the neighborhood or something. And then she got grounded for, like, 3 months. Before I moved, I heard that she got sent to the mental hospital, and that was, like, after we broke up. But I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So while we were dating, there was some other drama going on at the school. Including one of my friends and her ex-boyfriend. And I was like, oh, wow. And then my girlfriend chimed in and was like, oh, yeah, I think he's kind of cute. I think that I'm going to date him, like, in secret. And then trick him just like how he kind of tricked you. This guy, 7th grade. We're in 7th grade. Remember that. Begged my friend for nudes, and then, like, and my friend didn't send them, and then he broke up with her, like, and I was talking to A, and he said, like, oh, yeah, he gets herself into, like, these situations, like, a lot. I was like, that's a little concerning. So, yeah, and then, like, at some point, I was, like, talking, and also this kid who we're talking about, he was in my advisory class, and so I was talking with one of my friends, like, oh, yeah, I think that E's gonna break up with me pretty soon, because, like, you know, you get that feeling, you know, like, because, like, you guys start to, like, slowly drift apart. It had only been, like, a couple days, and then the next day I got the text. A little bit later, like a week, I want to say, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and then she's already in a new relationship, by the way. And also before that, one of my friends who had been dating the guy who had, like, begged her for nudes, she was talking with me, And she was like, oh yeah, I know that you're dating E, but like, she's already dated like 4 people. Uh, she's already like broken up with 4 people since she moved here. So like, I don't want you to like get yourself hurt, you know? I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of feeling like the relationship's ending pretty soon anyway. Although like I liked her, so I didn't really want that to happen. And then it did happen, and I was like, oh okay. Like a little bit sad. Like there were no tears though, because it hadn't been that long. It hadn't been like a fully functional relationship, I don't think. So after she had broken up with me, I was like, okay. Because okay, so what had happened? First day, we can't date anymore. We can still be friends. The second day, I got a text saying, "Hey, it was Alex who sorry, it was yeah, no. Well, we're calling him Alex now." It was Alex who told me to also Alex isn't his name currently, I don't think. So, I think it's fine. Also, it's not legally his name. Yeah, Alex told me that I had to break up with you because remember when I said that Alex was a bit controlling? He like I knew that he'd been like trying to get E and us to break up. Also, but right before that, he had like so I hadn't had my first kiss yet, right? And Alex was over here like on the sidelines like, "Yeah, woohoo. Like you two should kiss already. And when you guys kiss, I'm going to get a photo of the moment." I was like, "Okay." Like a little uncomfortable, just a little bit. And then like we did have our first kiss. Her lips are so soft. Might I add like just randomly. But like after we had broken up, like I don't know what happened, but like she did stop talking to me. She blocked me, so I was like, okay, two can play at that game. After she blocked me, and I blocked her too. So I don't actually know if she unblocked me or not. But if she did, I still have her blocked because like that's a real petty way to break up with someone who you see every single day before school. Because we rode the bus together and because we went to school together. Anyway, a couple weeks later, I say a couple weeks. It was like a week later. She's dating someone else. Remember that guy who I keep talking about? Yeah, she was dating him now. And so I was like, "Oh, okay." Like obviously I'm going to be like a little bit like because she had moved on so quickly after breaking up with me. Also, she had broken up with her boyfriend a little bit previous. And also during our relationship through text, she was like, "Hey, how do you feel about Alex?" And I said, "Oh yeah, he's pretty good. I like Alex. He's a good friend." And then she like started like venting to me about Alex, and like I was like, "Oh yeah, I can see that. Sometimes he hangs out with me a little bit too much and it makes me a little bit people tired." Or like whatever. Like, you know, just like random things. And then the next day, Alex like approached me and was like super mad about it because like E had told him. And so I was like, so for some reason, Alex wasn't mad at E for talking about it. But then got mad at me because I didn't even say it. I just like kind of agreed with it, I think. And so then Alex was like a little bit mad at me like, "Why would you agree to that?" Like because and like it wasn't even something that was that bad, I don't think. Like I don't really remember, and I don't have the chats on my phone anymore. But like it wasn't that bad. Like it was not that bad of a thing that we were talking about. Like yeah, and so then I never told my mom that I was dating her. I mean, I did after I broke up with her, but like other than that, like I didn't like talk to her like, "Oh yeah, mom, I have a girlfriend now," because like my mom, she she occasionally checks in, like, hey, you got any, dating anyone? Got any crushes? Like, no. She actually asked if one of my friends was my girlfriend the other day. Like, no. But anyway, so a little bit after we'd broken up, like a couple days. So I was still talking with Alex because I had no escape from Alex. In school, on the bus, at my house. There was no escape from Alex. And so like, yeah, you'd probably be tired too if you were an introvert and didn't really like talking to people all that much less prolonged social activity. It's tiring. So eventually, like the only way that Alex actually stopped was after I moved. But I didn't really want to move because I was moving out of state, so like I wouldn't see anyone ever again. Good thing phones are a thing. House? Is that a house? I don't know. It might just be a pile of dirt. Just a pile of dirt. Anyway. So, yeah, after, it was like a couple days after, I had forgotten to eat breakfast that day. And so I was going to go eat breakfast with Alex because Alex ate breakfast at the school cafeteria. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. So went to go get breakfast. Her E's ex-boyfriend was there. And so I was like, oh, sweet, because like I knew him because we had talked before. And like I knew that he was dating Emma. So like I went to go talk to him because like he's nice. He's nice. And like he wasn't mean at all, and like oh yeah, he was a year older than her. I don't really feel like that matters. It was 1 year. Honestly, I don't think I've changed that much since 7th grade, except for maybe being less annoying. So I was talking with him. He was like, she was dating you while she was dating me? Because she never told me that. And I told her that I was not okay with her dating other people while she was dating me. I was like, oh. She didn't tell me that. So she had lied to him, I found out. And then like a couple days later, I never really talked about E to anyone else. But I was like outside hanging out with my friends, like messing around. And then all of a sudden, E and her current boyfriend, one of my other friends' ex, like approached me and was like, you need to stop talking about her before school. And I was like, what? Because I hadn't been. And then like he was like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, no, I don't. And then because like I remember when we were dating, like the only time that I actually talked about her was when I was talking about like, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. E's my girlfriend. Or like saying like that one time when I told one of my other friends, I think that E's gonna break up with me soon. That was all I had ever talked about in that class. Or like I would answer questions if I got asked questions about her. And so I was a little bit confused. Just a little bit. And then he was like, yeah, I heard you over talking. I overheard you talking about her one time. Like, what did I say? Because I don't really remember it. And then he told me, I don't know. I just heard her name. Like, dude. Okay. Sorry. I think that she understood that, like, I hadn't really done anything, though, like, after talking. But I don't know, because I didn't talk to her that much after we broke up. Because she blocked our only form of contact. Let me see if I can find the texts so I can read them word for word. I also remember one time she was like really shocked because I had said I love you first. She said thanks for saying I love you first. I was like, "Oh, yeah, no problem." So yeah. Do do do. Yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, I just like remember like I was really confused, and then I found out that it was a it was Alex who had broken us up, and I was a little bit confused why. Because think of it this way: if you were really my friend, why would you break up? Why would you break me up with my girlfriend just to have more attention from me? And like I don't like thinking bad things about people, but like their whole family was like I feel like as annoying as he was, her uncle, who was in 6th grade at the time, I feel like he was probably the best one in that family. Out of all of the ones that I met, he seemed like the most mentally well one, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I still like find it really weird how people in middle school can date people like a different person every week. Like what? I'm gonna find a pencil to sharpen while I'm waiting because I'm a little bored. There are no pencils in here. That's annoying. I don't have anything to do because I can't sleep. I got no bed. Anyone have any idea how long it is till daytime? I got like kind of sad. I think like I sounded sad. I wasn't feeling sad. I was like focusing real deep in my brain. You know, like when you focus and you get quieter and your voice gets a little deeper because you're thinking so hard. That's what had happened.
kind of music do you guys listen to? Because I listen to a lot of music. It's turning daytime. Yippee, let's go out. Ice spikes. These aren't ice spikes. These are just the glaciers. So we're looking for a village right now. That's what we're doing. Head in this way. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. I just kind of like not info dump. Would that be considered oversharing? I think it could be, but like, whatever. It was on topic. We were on the topic. I stayed on topic. Talking about exes. I got 3. I'm a little bit lonely. I've never like properly introduced myself on this stream before, so I might as well do this now. Hello. I'm Skrunkly. I'm 14 years old. I don't care what pronouns you use for me. Hi. Yeah. I'll probably post that clip on TikTok. I almost said Twitter. Or Twitch. I don't know. It started with a T and a W, so. Could have been either. Although this is already going on Twitch, so I assumed Twitter. Or maybe my brain cycled through both. Yeah, how's your day? How's your guys' day going, chat? Me? I currently have 1 viewer. I probably listen to me ramble. It's background noise. I don't really got anything better to do, so. We're gonna go until we find a village. I think. I don't know. I just remember, like, yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, in my Minecraft world, I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna go on stream. I'm gonna go searching for a village. We're gonna go explore, because today, chat, I'm in an exploring mood. And that's not something that happens often with me, considering how dangerous the journey could be. But anyway, we have like 1 more Minecraft day, I think, before bedtime. You know my character? She's supposed to be like a little ghost thing, I think. I think. She's a little ghost. She's a ghost who uses the mask, so that way she won't scare people. You know? I might have to edit her skin a little bit. Just that way it looks more like that. Oh, I keep yawning. I'm getting tired. It's only 8:30. Oh, 8:30? It's been a whole hour and 30 minutes, chat. We're getting somewhere, I think. Is that a shipwreck? Or is it a cave? It might be an underwater cave. Yeah, it's an underwater cave. I wish it was a shipwreck. It'd be a whole lot more interesting. Anyway. Let's keep going. Let's just keep swimming. Oops. A jungle. I love the jungle only because it has parrots. Like, seriously, what does the jungle even serve purpose to anymore other than parrots? Like, let's be honest here. Because it used to be, like, something that was really sought out after because the ocelots were how you would tame cats. But the ocelots don't really serve a purpose anymore. All they do, they're like larger cat models that run away from you because they're scared. They're like foxes almost. Foxes actually do something. And are in a lot more common environment. I mean, like, I guess they're pandas. You know the sick panda? That one reminds me of me. I wish we had air conditioning. Wait, this isn't the jungle. We went too far. How far have we been in this biome? How am I like really blind or something? Or am I just tired? I might just be tired. I woke up at 4 a.m. last night, like for no reason, wide awake. Like I have no clue what my brain was trying to play, but like it was weird. Like, oh yeah, you're awake now. I think I was thirsty though because then I chugged an entire bottle of water and then went back to sleep and it was fine. Although, like, yeah. Just anxious for having to stream today, probably. I don't know. Just trying to put the pieces together. Why do I laugh like that? Like, I was like editing a clip for my TikTok and I snickered or something, I think is the right word, and I was watching it and I was like, oh, why do I laugh like that? Like, why did I even laugh then? Like, it doesn't make sense. I have a nervous laugh, I think. Also, I just like held down a burp. Oh, I keep yawning. Oh, it's better than hiccups, so I'd rather keep yawning than hiccup than have the hiccups. Also my voice keeps like getting too relaxed and then it keeps like trying to voice crack. It's not a normal occurrence for me, I swear, chat. I swear. I remember one of my friends referred to me with it pronouns and that made me really happy. Oh my gosh, do you see what I mean? Ooh, and then Lemon sock. Lemon referred to me as he on one of his streams. That also made me happy. Yeah, anyway, I'm agender. I don't, yeah. I don't know. Oh no. Oh yay! How do I get out? I want a parrot. Come here. I want a red one and a blue one. Because they match the best. That's a salmon. I want parrot. I need to stop doing that. I'm going to get hurt doing that one day. I don't doubt it. But I mean, hey. See this place looks a lot more parrot friendly because there's more trees. I don't know. I don't know the circumstances that need parents to appear. What? That need parrots to spawn. Is it getting darker? A parrot. There's a parrot. Yes, it's a red one. Come here. Hi. Yay! Alright, we got a parrot. Look at our parrot. Yeah, we got a parrot. Yeah. I'm way too excited for this. I don't know if it matters whether or not that's there or not. I don't know. Matters to me. Let's go find another one after it's morning time. Don't get yourself hurt. Hi, parrot. I think it's on my shoulder again. Alright, everyone, it's nighttime. You know what I need to do? I need to be right back. I'll find some nice music to put on for you that's copyright free. While getting back to my desk. Like, I don't even know what I was doing. I walked back to my desk through the door. Is it still nighttime? I walked back to my desk. I'm just gonna put it on chatting for now while we're waiting for it to turn to day. I tripped over a box is what I'm trying to say. And by a box, I mean a cubby because it's not an actual box. It's full of clothes. Oh, I have the hiccups. I have the hiccups, chat. No, I don't. That wasn't even a hiccup. That was... Oh my gosh. Stop yawning. Do you enjoy this? I'm I don't like that it's nighttime. I want it to be daytime again. The parrot scared me. I need to sneeze, I think. Let's wait. No, oh, it was another yawn. I don't have anything to talk about, and I'm really bored. You know who else is probably bored? Me. I don't, what? You guys think it's daytime yet? I don't think it is, but let's try. Nope. It's still nighttime. I'm gonna type in chat because I'm bored. I don't like waiting in holes until it's morning. I just want to be awake. Do you guys think that we're going to find any villages today? Sorry, I had to think of the word. I don't know why my brain does that. You know, like when it's thinking of what the word is, but then like it won't actually come to determine what the word you're looking for actually is, and then like you have to wait, and then you have to think, and then people get bored waiting for you to think because you're too busy trying to think about the words. That way you can continue the conversation, and then the conversation's ended by the time you actually remember, and so then it's like, oh, that was all for nothing. Then you're sad. That hasn't actually happened. That just sounds like something that would happen to me because I do that so often. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. How much sleep did I get last night? A lot. I woke up at 4 and then woke up at 8 and then went back to sleep. Got up at 9. Like, let me think. So I fell asleep at like midnight. So I got 4 hours of sleep and then I got 8 hours of sleep. Or like another 4, I don't know. And then I went asleep again for like 30 minutes. So I guess I got like 8.5 hours of sleep. Why am I still tired? Isn't that like the minimum that you need to function throughout the day? Why can't I function? Why am I not functioning? That's like the... I watched the Ducks again today. That's like all that's been going on in my life. Because like I swear I have like the most boring life right now. Because my mom's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay home so that way we can do fun stuff all summer. You wanna know what this summer's been like? Staying in my room. Pretty normal summer activity for us because we don't go anywhere. And going to the parks. You know what? We haven't been swimming once this summer. We only have... How many... There's 31 days in July. July. It's not January. Let's see here. What's 31 minus 13? Let's see if my brain can do the math. 17 days left. Wait. I'm just going to pull out my phone calculator and do this because I don't think that sounds right. Calculator, 31 minus 13, it's 18. I was close. I said 17. Okay, so 18. So there's 18 days left of July and there's 31 days left of August. So that's... But I don't know when school starts. Hold on, let me check to see what day school starts because I know that I have the photo somewhere. Gotta go down a bit, go up a bit, right there. No, not right there. That means that it was down more. Was it up more? Sorry, that was loud. I'm a loud person sometimes. Sorry. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I have music playing in my brain all the time. It's kind of annoying. I cannot find it. Let me check if it's morning. It's still not morning. We still have time. We still have time, everybody. We still have time. Sorry. I have a song stuck in my head. It's not this song. Because this song is dead. I made that up on the spot. That was pretty cool. That was very impressive. I think. I don't know. I get impressed very easily. I'm easily impressed. You know that one Sims 3 trait, easily impressed? I have that trait. That's me. Maybe we could play The Sims 3. It would be pretty boring because we only have 2 of the packs. Because my mom only got 2 of the packs. Come on, Mom. It's The Sims 3. Why did you only get 2 packs? It was probably the packs that came with the game. Like, you know, when you order the game and like has two of the DLCs on or whatever. That's what my mom did. That's what my mom... Stop hissing, parrot. Sorry, I just misheard. Like, I was thinking, like, what if I missaid hiss as piss, and I said stop pissing, parrot? It's not even that funny. Stop laughing. Oh my god. I'm still looking. Let me look here. Alright, yep, we're at the thing. Okay. So, 18 plus 31 plus 5. There's 54 days left of summer, and we have not gone swimming once. Like, I'm sorry, but what? How have we not gone swimming at all? Like, what have we been doing? I don't know. Not swimming. I would love to go swimming. Dude, I've been in this hole for too long. You know, I'm gonna end the stream because we've been in this hole for too long and I don't like being in the hole. So everybody say your goodbyes. I'm gonna say goodbye because I'm the only one in chat because no one's chatting with me. Stop laughing, please. Alright. Hope you all had a fantastic day. Drink water. And with that, my friends, goodbye.